I feel like I own this. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I gotta get back up.
No, I mean, if you got any.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Oh, doing them fucking.
This will be taken short.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Okay, if they start lining up like that, I know to go out over there. Because they ain't going to get this shit this time.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Game plan.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 2nd and 13. Rodgers. That's complete to Christian Okoye. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Rodgers now to throw.
Good shit.
And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
And that's what friends are for.
Right. As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
On 1st down, Dickerson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And it's now 3-0 Texans. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah, I'm switching it. Can you bring Moss in motion for me?
Bang, 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 bang.
Thanks, sir.
They'll start here with Jackson, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Damn.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Strong stretch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check my 31.
I'm keeping it that way, man.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35.
Probably be looking for that out route unless that square's open.
On 2nd and 9, Watson.
Oh, shit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine.
Hate being green.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
That's right.
$10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Set. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Here's Watson. Able to find Walter. That's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. On first down, Jackson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, flip.
Check 13. Check 13. Check safety. Check safety.
I'm going to have to hike it.
On second down now, Dickerson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Tight end right. Tight end right. We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, Rice. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime preview. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
He's crashing. He's checking crack.
He's 96.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's why that position was created. Big, powerful, strong guy who can carry the ball and plow forward. That's exactly why you have him on the field.
Oh, shit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You.
Yeah.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 50-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rodgers going to throw. That one complete to Okoye. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, Dickerson. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play.
Thanks, Frank.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
I got ice rinse many times.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Yeah, it's time to
At their own 19-yard line.
I mean, I didn't have enough for training. I mean, I hadn't.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Who that? 36.
Check 50. I got him. Back smart. I got him.
On second down, it's Jackson, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off of play action, it's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
This is how you keep it fun, man.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
I need the full inventory.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Shit.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Aaron Donald with a sack. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Here's Ray Guy now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Sanders, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. On 1st down, Dickerson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Check 33. 33.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get it.
Throwing on 2nd down, Rodgers. And His throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Texans on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Rodgers looking to throw. They set up the screen to Bo. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that. But there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners
who
had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Oh, I actually, to be honest with you, I thought it was weird. I know. I thought I was weird out there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Watson over the middle, complete. It's Holt. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
It's already been recorded.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt.
And I did miss it.
And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That's it. That's because you was watching. Oh, shit. That's fucked up. Because Madden jinxed me. That's all. I'm fucking. I'm putting focus sticker on.
I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
It's okay. I'm about to fix my problem.
Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them.
Here, my
Only got
problem is fixed.
it take a week to count it. Then I'm back up.
Some
Name the place
jackass
and we
put his
pack
card
up.
up here for fucking
Running these stacks up.
999.
100 meals a week after.
That's
Down
over
from laughter.
450.
When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Well, now I missed another field goal.
You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel
And
bad
Martin
about
just
it.
had to be in
Know
the
you
game.
sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock.
I think Tron's watching it.
End zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it
Because I
dead
see
stop.
one player
I
watching
feel
it.
like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Know you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up.
Just for the record, it was all Madden's fault, Tron.
Running it down the finish. I don't play, get down and get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend.
Yeah, I
Kill it
did.
and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it.
These motherfuckers wasn't in.
Know you
That's
sad
been
about
balling.
it.
None
Know
of
you sad about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Get ready, dog.
You want one? Yeah, absolutely. Well, I only have those two bottles. I got this one.
The green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what
Yeah, that's in the.
Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot. No see where all the sun rays went. Legs on the head, all being moved in a frenzy. To blend
shit.
all the right cred, meaning credential. Best of both worlds when we rockin'
I won't
over
miss
pearl
those
and
films.
instrumental. Are you ready? Set.
I should have put that on him. Yeah, I put. I mean, I did have a. I had that other one on him. I didn't have the focus. Oh, wasn't that? Oh yeah, I forgot I got activated.
When it was time to get it, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spin. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints and rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got.
Well, it's activated now.
Unlike you and your chess men.
I don't know. For some reason, fucking guys was activated. Huh?
Upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crown. Are you ready? Are you set?
I know, right?
The rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all beat the flow. But can you rock it like rocket? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can
Well,
you
it's just
rock it
activated
like
now.
rockets?
I don't know why I got anything on guy. Oh, yeah, sir.
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you
I have a 92 kicker.
turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Alright. Have a good one. try again tomorrow if you guys want to. Alright, later. Give me a chance to upgrade my offensive line.